Welcome to a channel where raw metal, forgotten materials, and industrial scrap are transformed into bold artistic statements. This is a space dedicated to seeing beauty where others see waste, where rust, wear, and mechanical remnants become the foundation of powerful design. Here, we explore how industrial scrap can be reimagined into art that feels intentional, expressive, and alive. From heavy steel pieces and worn gears to discarded machine parts and factory leftovers, every element carries history, texture, and strength. This channel celebrates the fusion of industrial character with artistic vision, proving that even the roughest materials can become meaningful, eye-catching creations. If you're drawn to industrial aesthetics, creative upcycling, and art that breaks traditional rules, you're in the right place. This channel goes beyond decoration. It's about storytelling through materials, turning scrap into sculptural pieces, functional art, and design that sparks conversation. Whether you're a maker, a designer, or simply someone who appreciates unconventional beauty, you'll find inspiration in every transformation shared here. Join us as we reshape industrial scrap into art that feels bold, thoughtful, and deeply artistic, and discover how creativity can give new life and purpose to what was once overlooked. Welcome to a channel where rough edges, heavy textures, and forgotten industrial materials are transformed into powerful artistic expressions. This space is dedicated to industrial scrap that turns into art that feels intentional, emotional, and visually striking. Here, we don't see rust, dents, or wear's flaws. We see them as design elements that carry history, strength, and character. Every piece of scrap has a past, and this channel is about reshaping that past into something meaningful for the present. Industrial scrap is often overlooked, discarded, or forgotten, yet it holds an unmatched visual language. Steel beams, gears, chains, pipes, machine parts, and factory remnants all possess raw beauty that cannot be replicated by new materials. This channel explores how those materials can be reimagined into artistic forms that feel bold, expressive, and alive. At the heart of this channel is the idea that art does not need to be delicate to be beautiful. Industrial art embraces weight, texture, and imperfection. We show how rough surfaces, weld marks, corrosion, and mechanical shapes can be composed into designs that feel balanced and intentional. This contrast between rawness and creativity is what gives industrial art its powerful presence. This channel also celebrates transformation. Watching industrial scrap evolve from waste into art is a reminder of how perspective changes everything. A discarded object becomes a canvas, a broken machine part becomes sculpture, and a pile of scrap becomes a story. These transformations inspire viewers to see potential where others see limitation. Function and art often meet in this space. Many industrial scrap creations are not only visually striking but also functional. Tables, lighting fixtures, wall art, seating, and storage pieces can all be created from reclaimed industrial materials. This channel explores how function and artistry can coexist without one overpowering the other. Storytelling is a core element of industrial scrap art. Every piece has a history, where it came from, what it was used for, and how it survived time and wear. When that history is preserved and reshaped into art, the result carries emotional depth. This channel highlights how art becomes richer when its origins are respected rather than erased. Industrial scrap art fits naturally into modern spaces. Lofts, studios, offices, cafes, and contemporary homes often crave pieces that feel authentic and bold. This channel shows how industrial art can become a focal point in modern interiors, adding contrast, strength, and personality to clean, minimalist spaces. The creative process is just as important as the final result. This channel dives into the mindset behind industrial art, how ideas are formed, how materials are chosen, and how designs evolve. Viewers gain insight into how constraints can fuel creativity and how working with unconventional materials expands artistic thinking. There is also a strong emphasis on sustainability. Reusing industrial scrap reduces waste and gives materials a second life. This channel shows how eco-conscious creativity does not require sacrificing style or impact. Instead, sustainability becomes part of the art itself. Industrial scrap art challenges traditional definitions of beauty. Smooth finishes and perfect symmetry are replaced with texture, imbalance, and contrast. This channel encourages viewers to appreciate art that feels honest and unapologetic, art that reflects real-world grit rather than polished perfection. Lighting plays a powerful role in industrial art, and this channel explores how scrap materials can be used to create dramatic lighting pieces. Exposed bulbs, metal frames, and raw finishes produce atmospheres that feel warm, bold, and artistic at the same time. These pieces often become the soul of a space. Sculptural works are another major focus. Industrial scrap can be assembled into abstract or figurative sculptures that communicate emotion and movement. This channel highlights how weight and rigidity can be transformed into forms that feel dynamic and expressive. Texture is a language of its own in industrial art. Rust, patina, scratches, and where marks tell stories that paint and polish cannot. This channel teaches viewers how to embrace texture instead of hiding it, allowing materials to speak for themselves. For creators and makers, this channel is a source of inspiration and confidence. It shows that you don't need perfect materials to create powerful art. Creativity thrives when limitations are embraced. Industrial scrap offers endless possibilities for those willing to experiment and imagine. Industrial art also creates strong emotional reactions. Some pieces feel intense, others feel nostalgic, and some feel quietly powerful. This channel explores how emotion can be conveyed through form, material choice, and composition, even without traditional artistic elements. Balance is a recurring theme. Industrial art often combines heavy materials with thoughtful proportions and negative space. This channel demonstrates how balance turns chaos into design and scrap into art that feels intentional rather than random. This space is also about redefining value. Industrial scrap may have no market value in its raw form, but once transformed, it becomes priceless as art. This shift in value challenges how we think about waste, resources, and creativity. Community and shared creativity are encouraged here. Viewers are invited to interpret ideas, experiment with materials, and develop their own artistic voice. Industrial scrap art is not about copying. It's about expressing individuality through reclaimed materials. Industrial scrap art works across cultures and styles because it speaks a universal language of work, effort, and transformation. This channel celebrates that universality, showing how industrial materials connect people through shared human experience. The channel also highlights how industrial art evolves over time. Rust changes, patina deepens, and surfaces age gracefully. Unlike mass-produced decor, these pieces continue to grow in character, making them living artworks. At its core, this channel is about perspective. It teaches viewers to look at the world differently, to find beauty in places they never expected, and to question what art can be made from. Industrial scrap becomes a symbol of creative freedom. Every piece featured here stands as proof that creativity has no boundaries. Art can emerge from the hardest, heaviest, and most overlooked materials when vision and intention guide the process. Thank you for being part of this journey into industrial scrap that turns into art and industrial scrap that truly feels artistic. By celebrating raw materials, bold ideas, and creative transformation, this channel invites you to see the extraordinary potential hidden in the ordinary, and to embrace art that is as strong, honest, and expressive as the materials it's made from. As we come to the end, remember that industrial scrap is far more than discarded metal and forgotten materials. It is a powerful source of artistic expression. Through creativity, vision, and respect for raw materials, industrial scrap can be transformed into art that feels bold, emotional, and deeply meaningful. These pieces tell stories of work, time, and transformation, proving that beauty can exist in rough textures, worn surfaces, and imperfect forms. When scrap turns into art, it challenges the way we see value and invites us to appreciate strength, history, and originality. Thank you for being part of this creative journey and for supporting this channel. Your time, curiosity, and appreciation for unconventional art inspire us to keep exploring new ideas and transformations. If this content sparked your imagination, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with others who see beauty beyond the ordinary. Keep creating, keep questioning, and keep finding art in the most unexpected places.